Yesterday, August 3rd, Fallout 76 had a major update. The things in the update regard art and graphics, camp and workshops, daily ops, items, localization, NPCs, quests, events, seasons, the user interface, and world. If you enjoyed the video, let me know in the comments below. Like and subscribe for more up-to-date information about Fallout 76. Today's update for Fallout 76 includes fixes for a number of bugs, many of which were reported by players in the community. Read on to catch the update notes. Update version 1.5.5.8. Check the download sizes below for today's patch on your platform of choice. Bug fixes and improvements. Art and graphics. Graphics. The Garahan employee outfit now rests more naturally on male characters' hips. Graphics. Equipping the Raider Warlord helmet no longer causes the character's facial hair to disappear. Textures. Fixed a texture corruption that could briefly occur when loading into Vault 96. Textures. Headless creature corpses no longer lack flesh textures where the head used to be. Camp and workshops. Snapping toggle. A button has been added to the UI when placing or editing certain camp objects, like fences, bar sets, weapon racks, light boxes, and wall letters. That allows players to decide whether they would like to enable or disable whether they will snap to other objects. Going forward, players no longer need to decide better snapping and non-snapping versions of these objects in their build menus, and can instead simply place one version and decide whether to toggle snapping on or off. Appliances. Activating the washer and dryer now causes the door to close and proper sound effects to play. Displays. Fixed an issue that prevented a variety of weapons from appearing when assigned to display cases. Displays. Magnetic weapon racks now share a build limit with other displays. Floors. Fixed an issue that allowed players to move, scrap, or store floors that had walls attached, which could result in floating structures. MISC structures. The budget consumed by the Brotherhood of Steel Armory is now consistent with similar structures. Stairs. Players can now correctly scrap stairs that have been attached to vault catwalk pieces. Daily Ops. Vault 96. Blood Eagle attack dogs will now only spawn in Vault 96 Daily Ops when the encounter group is set to Blood Eagles. Items. Backpacks. Flares applied to the Brotherhood of Steel backpack no longer appear to float. Consumables. The carry weight booster's description now correctly states that the item's effect lasts for 30 minutes. Cursed weapons. Restored the cursed prefix to the name of cursed weapons. Power armor. Mind V-locks and enlightened mind power armor skins now provide proper resistances. Power armor. Light from the T65 headlamp now shines in the correct direction in third-person view after applying the scabbard paint. Legendary weapons. Single-shot ranged weapons can no longer spawn with the last shot legendary attribute. Unarmed melee weapons. The crafting requirements for the legendary Facebreaker Power Fist now properly include 2 legendary modules. The ability to craft this item has been re-enabled at weapon workbenches. Unarmed melee weapons. Power Fists, including Facebreaker, now correctly spawn with a standard appearance mod equipped by default. Localization. Legendary items. Corrected the translations for several legendary item attributes, descriptions, and non-English versions of the game. Quest rewards. The names for the Blackburn's bungalow and related items are now translated in the game menus in all supported languages. Rank up rewards. The description for Mind Power Armor paint that appears in the Power Armor Station menu is now translated in all supported languages. Scoreboard. Added translations for several rank up reward names and descriptions on the Season 5 scoreboard in non-English versions of the game. Terminals. Added translations for several lines of text in various terminals. NPCs. Smiley. Players can now purchase gold bullion from Smiley up to the current maximum of 10,000. Quests and events. A satisfied conscience. Looting holotape clues early and then logging out no longer prevents the quest from progressing when the player logs back in. A satisfied conscience. Logging out after unlocking the door to the reactor monitoring wing no longer causes it to appear locked again when logging back in. Dross Toss. Fixed an issue that could prevent players from completing the Dross Toss daily quest. Event rewards. Fixed an issue causing distinguished guests and swarm of suitors to only award legendary cores for the highest level of completion. Missing persons. Burke will no longer walk away from a conversation with the player inside the Crater War Room after completing the quest. Missing persons. Marsha will now pay closer attention to the conversation with Sheena and Burke inside of the AMS headquarters basement instead of running off to fight Hellcat mercenaries. Missing persons. Fixed an issue that could allow players to complete the quest without completing an objective to speak with Marsha. Missing persons. Marsha will no longer remain in the AMS headquarters basement after convincing her to return to Fort Atlas. Missing persons. Team members who progress to the 3rd floor of AMS headquarters while the team leader is speaking with Marcia will no longer cause her to exit the conversation and teleport to meet them. Out of the blue, the investigate the caravan site objective now progresses correctly once the player has collected all 3 required evidence notes. Out of the blue. Logging out and back in just before giving Paladin Romani the evidence notes no longer prevents the quest from progressing. Out of the blue. To prevent players from becoming stuck during Out of the Blue, the button to close the hidden doors in Harpy's Ferry Tunnel will no longer appear while the quest is active. The button will be visible and usable when returning to the area after the quest is complete. Subtitles. Fixed several typos affecting various dialogue subtitles during Steel Rain quests. The Catalyst. Viewing a conversation between Dr. Blackburn and other scientists inside of West Tech while on a team will no longer cause the team leader's character animations to behave oddly. The Catalyst. Fixed an issue where the player was unable to react to a statement made by Knight Shin during a conversation. The Catalyst. Corrected a lore inconsistency in Scribe Valdez's dialogue after completing the quest. Seasons. Rank up rewards. Fixed an issue that prevented players from earning Atom rewards offered by certain ranks beyond 100. Players who were affected by this issue will be able to revisit the season scoreboard to claim their missing atoms as soon as they've completed any daily or weekly challenge following today's update. User interface. Carry weight. The carry weight displayed in the Pip-Boy is now consistent with the player's actual carry weight. Controls. The game controls will no longer become unresponsive when exiting the workbench. Favorites. The favorite menu now correctly displays a blade icon for the Chinese officer's sword. Scoreboard. Fixed an issue in which some players needed to log out and back in between claiming a rank up reward and accessing it in-game. World. General. Corrected several locations where players could see outside the game world. Interiors. Enemies now respawn correctly inside interiors that are also used as instance daily ops locations. Pathing. Addressed several locations in the game world where players could become stuck. West Tech. Fixed an issue where a door inside the West Tech FEV production center would be inaccessible outside the Catalyst quest. I hope this video helped someone out there. Thank you for watching. If you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe and let me know in the comments below.